Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our channel and like what you see. So welcome back everyone to Finnegan's Farm, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video we're just going to show you our calving setup. A cow that calved, a calf that was a breech, and we've an interview with Billy O'Kane because we've something we just bought, but we'll show you that when we get there. They're all in to get the morning feed. I was just checking the camera there to see there was a cow that I thought was going to calve. Derry put it in there this morning, so I checked the camera there and it's just after calving, so I'm just going to walk in now. Now I hate disturbing the cow just as it calved, but I'll do it with this one just to show you the calf. So here we have, you can still see a bit of steam coming off the calf. It's only calved about 5 minutes maybe. The calf is fairly active there, it's trying to get up already. Oh, no way, go on. Good mother there, giving her a good lick. Stimulate all the blood flow in the body, dry the calf out. Now the calf will take probably about 20 minutes to get up. So instead of force feeding her, we kind of give her an air 2 to 3 hours just to try give the calf its own time to get up and suck, try find the udders itself. Go on. You reminded me there when I went ice skating over the Christmas there, trying to get back up.
In the shed here, we have just about 40 cows here to calve. There's loads of room here, plenty of room. There's 2 drinkers, actually 3 drinkers there, 2 on this wall and 1 on the far wall. And they can go out there onto the slats then to feed, or they can go up onto that top head gate there to feed. So there's loads of feeding spaces for the cows. So as you can see, they're happy enough sitting down here. And also in this shed we have 4 calving pens, pen 1, 2, 3, 4. Pen number 1 has the head gate here and this side gate. So this is like a gate within the gate. It can tighten up then, so if we have a cow that's in problem like this one here, this was a breech, so we had to use the calving jack to get this calf out. Very handy, just put the cow in here, put the head gear on and push this across then, and that just tightens her in. And then we just put this down later on then to stop maybe the calf getting through. We can slip that down across there for when it's not used there. So that's it. So that's the first, that's pen number 1. And then as we go along, pen 2, 3 and 4. That one there was a cow that calved there early this morning, and that one was from last night. So accordingly then, as they get stronger, we move them out, we tag them and move them out. But the idea of the pen is that to identify each space. We also have a WhatsApp group then among the lads then, so we know then it's always in either pen 2. It's easily recognisable then that we can tell the guys, well, we have a cow in pen number 4, maybe she's about to calve. So that's the way we work it. If we have one to bring in, we bring her in on 4. And then in between all the calving pens, the gates they can open and close and interchange easy on, so we can take one out, put one in. So it's very handy then to have the gates that are so flexible then that we can open out into this area. It's easy to get a cow in from that area. It's easy to push a cow on, maybe take a cow out and push her on to the next area. So the idea of the calving pens in the shed. Now they do take up a little bit of room, and we always generally have a spare one there that if we need a cow to come in or we're a little bit suspicious of a cow, we can just pop her in. The camera then is just above the calving pen, so we can see the camera there. It's fully rotational to pick up all the area, the full shed, but you can just zoom down then in on the calving areas if you think you have a little bit of a problem. Just also to check that when the calf does come, that the calf is up and sucking, that it's on its feet. You know when it was born, and you know just to give it its time to get up. So this calf here, this one obviously is up on its feet. This calf has not been long born. Just in the pen here with Derry there, we have definitely one coming back us here, Derry, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it there now. He's just putting the hand in there. She's in the head gate here, which is very handy, and we can swing over this gate and tighten her into it. But here we go. So as you can see, the back legs are just there. Yeah. Right, okay. So just nice gentle pull. Yeah, right, okay. So this is probably our third calf coming back with us. This shot. Once you get in by the hips, isn't it, Derry, then it comes much more easier there at that. Yeah, bit of relief from there, and you can see his tail wriggling away. Get back on with the front. That's it. There he comes. That's it. So it's important maybe the ones that comes back was just to clear the lungs, isn't it? To lift them up.
In case the water bag busted it.
Yeah.
Inside.
One thing with the stabilisers is that they have nice teats there for the calves. They're not too big, just to get them out in around them on the barn. So good bag of milk there on that cow there. So just letting the cow out there. And as you can see, first instinct is mother's instinct, just to lick the calf, and she will lick him until he's dry. Yeah, and so hopefully now in the next 20 minutes or so, he'll be up and sucking anyway. That's the beauty with the stabiliser of the calves. Very small, as you can see, one here that was born this morning there. He was born around 6 o'clock this morning, and she has licked him there, and he's been up sucking away. So that'll be the same for this lad. This lad will get up now. He'll be a little bit chesty for a while, obviously. He's after coming back us, so he's a little bit more to do than the rest of them, but he's a fine looking bull calf. Delighted with him there now. His head is up, still a bit chesty. Just keep an eye on him now to make sure that he gets up and suck. You can see the mother there, she's sucking him and licking him and trying to get him up. She'll puck him, which is natural instinct there, just to get him up on his feet. So we leave her alone for a while. She's not that long after calving, so we're just going to let things sit there. As regards everything else, everything is very content here in the shed. Cows are happy enough there, sitting down, tip in and out then when they want a little bit of feeding and that. So again, we can close this section off. We can push the cows up the top section, we push the cows down the bottom section. So the shed is very accessible for a little bit of movement of stock on your own. You don't have to have loads of help here. You can shut the gate, open the gate, and it's safe. The most important thing is just to have a little bit of safety in mind when you're moving the cows, because as we know, when the calf are coming up to calving, they can be a different animal than when they're sitting lying here like this. So we're very much, the gates are good and strong. They're good, heavy, strong gates there, double latch on them and things like that. Plus you can get up handy enough, look in across them then and just see what's going on.
So then just in terms of feeding, as you can see the silage behind us, this is just paddocks that would have got too strong during the summer. Cut the grass off it and baled it, so you can see the bales outside. And then the straw bedding, which you can see in behind here, that would be from our own bales of straw during the summer after combining. And we have a straw chopper there, which I'll show you now, of us blowing it in. But Derry will be blown in. So we've moved out all the cows that are going to be calved out of the bedding area so that we can blow in the straw without getting it all over them and driving them mad. So just keep them nice and calm. So now you can see Derry here in the 2140 in the straw chopper. 2140 is ideal for a nice compact tractor, good turn and circle on it. You'd put it anywhere, as Derry said. I'd nearly put it in my back door. So yeah, straw chopper is so handy for us, rather than rooting at straw bales and opening netting and forking it around the place. Just blow it in, and then if we have to fill the pens up, at least it's nice chopped straw that you can loose stuff and just flick it into the pens and into the corners. Yeah, I know Derry's like we have about 5 years, and geez, you wouldn't live without it now, to be fair. Look at that, like, sure, it's perfect.
That's this area here. We'll bring us off then to when the calves are that little bit stronger.
So just following on from what Paul was saying in the other farm, we moved the cows then and calves to this shed here. So when they're 3 or 4 days old, they come in here and they start to mix with 1 or 2 more other cows and calves, and then the calves get a bit hardier, and then eventually we move them on. But we do have a trailer to facilitate these so that the cow doesn't squish the calves. So I'll just show you a quick video of that now. So this is our Ivor Williams Jeep trailer, captain trailer, and it has a spot in here for where we put the calf, and then it has the barrier that the cow can still see the calf but won't harm it during transport. Now it probably is a bit rooting that we move them from one farm to the other and then up to another farm, but we just don't really have the facilities yet to accommodate all the cows and calves in one spot. Oh, here's a protective mother coming for me. So that's kind of why we kind of moved them around, and then these sheds are closer to the house, so they're handier for us to just go check on the calves and cows during the night, and then the other farm's just a bit up the road, so it's a bit awkward. It's obviously not ideal, but eventually we will have them all into one area and have a calving system better. So a lot of lads do say that, oh, you're wasting time moving calves, moving cows, but we're coming to these farms anyway, so it's only a matter of literally loading them up and then bringing them. The boys are driving up to the farm anyway, so it's not that hard, just load up a few cows and bring them with them. So look, it's not obviously ideal, but we do work it in a way that works for us. So you just kind of have to work with what you have, and that's just the way it is. So I'll just send you over to Paul now, who's going to go over to Billy O'Kane and have a quick interview and show you our recent purchase.
So today we have two special guests have arrived down on the farm. Number one, we have Billy O'Kane there from Ballymean in the Co.Antrim, and number two, we have our new stock bull, which you'll probably see out in the field there roaming around. So we're delighted to have the bull down, and we're delighted to have Billy down, having a chat with you.
Thank you very much, Paul.
And just to have a quick update on how things are going. First of all, we would have looked back, we'll say, probably we were following your progress maybe with the stabilisers, and since back in, was it 2014 when you won the Farmers Weekly Farmer of the Year, we said, hell on, maybe Billy's onto something here with this new stabiliser breed. So that's when we decided maybe to have a look at more closely to the breed. Yeah, we like them now. I have to say we certainly wouldn't go back. But I suppose just to give us your update and why you went for them in the first place, maybe to explain a little bit more, maybe to people, what was the reason you changed?
Very simple, money. I had been working in England as a vet and got the opportunity to take over the family farm in 2003, and rightly or wrongly we decided to do it, moved the family back, and just all of a sudden 3 young children and no income. We were farming 150 sucklers and it just wasn't working.
Okay.
And we had to either stop doing what we were doing or change. So we studied the farm accounts. Chuggas do lots of benchmarking, Caffrey do it in the north, Evlex do it in England. So we studied lots of benchmark accounts, and the issue that is the biggest profit driver or profit killer on farms is cow type. It's your suckler cow type. Yeah. It's not how fast the finished animal grows or whether it's muscles, it's cows. And the stabiliser cow is a purpose designed cow. Basically a smaller, more fertile cow who eats less, but still weans a big calf. And being a ranch breed from America, all ranch breed means in our terminology is that they calve. So you're not allowing the difficult calvings and caesareans. So, but they were basically proven to be a more profitable cow. So we looked at that. We needed a purpose designed cow. We had great big, heavy continental cows, 800 kilo cows. They were never designed to be cows. So we needed a smaller purpose designed cow. And read about stabiliser and just decided to do it, and it worked.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you can see. I know when we got the cows down, you know, as heifers there, I suppose that's one of the traits. A 2-year-old, they can
calving at 2-year-old, which has a major influence on profit. Yeah. And in the world that we're moving into now, also has a major influence in carbon efficiency. Yeah. And like whether we're interested in that per se, our customers are going to be interested in it.
Yeah, well, it's a big talking point now, obviously.
Big talking point, and again, conversely to what people think, the graph for carbon efficiency runs exactly parallel to the graph for profit efficiency. So all of those things that will increase the efficiency, the profitability of your farm, also increase carbon efficiency. So they lower the carbon output per kilo of live weight gain or beef.
Yeah. Yeah, they're obviously highly fertile too, aren't they?
Highly fertile, easy calved, smaller cow, eats less, allows you to keep more in your farm, but still weaning the bigger calf. So we dropped our cow weight from in the high 700 kilos. We dropped our average cow weight is now 620, and yet our weaning weight of our calves hasn't dropped at all. And we were able to move from indoor calving to outdoor calving. We don't calve till April. Yeah, further north. Yeah. You've started calving here now.
We're in the middle of it here now. You can see boys are there calving away though. So getting the calf to suck there. Yeah. So yeah, they're not a big they're not a big calf on the barn by no means. No, I suppose it's their ability to gain weight after that is the most important.
On a ranch, if a cow's calving at 3 in the morning and having difficulty, there's nobody there. No. So that gene leaves the gene pool. So that it is natural selection has just produced a very easy calving and very easy. And if they don't get up and suck before the coyotes get them, that's quite a driver of natural selection.
Well, his survival, when you're at a rancher, his survival of the fittest, isn't it?
But from our point of view, we needed a smaller, more fertile, purpose-designed cow that ate a lot less, and it really, really helped our profitability.
Okay.
And that's what you guys, I think, saw.
Yeah, well, definitely we've seen it. I mean, we are wide up on the go now, just with them, and certainly, I suppose the fact that they're probably more docile as well, a little bit more docile than a lot of the sucklers. Now, obviously, you're going to get a couple there that's going to be.
Yes, you still need to be careful at calving.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's one thing you'd always have to do.
I suppose it's another requirement of a ranch breed. They can't work with lunatics.
Yeah.
On the ranches, you know, if there's one that's as wild as a crow, they're not going to be able to get her in or do anything with her. So they have zero tolerance of it, and that just comes through the gene pool. Yeah,
well, I know Derry and Darren there, they probably know them all by.
They will. Oh yeah, they'll know them all.
They know them all, and the cows know them, which makes an awful difference too.
You went from pretty much 0 cows to.
Yeah, well,
to where you are very quickly.
Yeah, well, I think we started off. We bought 40 heifers. I think that was the first half, and so we thought this is a big thing, and now they're up on 160, 168 the calf this year. So we've gone full tilt, and the stabiliser bulls and keeping it stabilised the whole way through is probably the way to go.
Well, you went for a purpose-designed cow.
Yeah.
And you sell them as bull weanlings, don't you? Or strong bull weanlings.
Yeah, strong
bull weanlings.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously the heifers then are sold. Some are kept for breeding and some are sold on, but there's a huge uptake on them again because of what they are, you know.
Well, with ours, we do the same, but we take them right through to bull beef. We sell the top end off as breeding bulls, but we do the rest through to bull beef. So we're averaging a 380 kilo carcass, which is 670, 680 live weight at 14 months. That's 380 kilos dead weight at 14 months, and they'll have eaten 1.5 tons of meal. Now, when we used to do that with the Continentals, we'd hit the same slaughter weight, but they had 2 tons of meal. Yeah. And that was the difference.
Yes, of course.
And so it was half a ton of meal of difference for the same weight. And better fat cover. So that's really what we do. And U minus 3.8 was about our average grade. So we do the same as you, except we just take them that one last stage.
Yeah, we don't.
Calving at 2-year-old. Right through the bull.
Well, look, it's great to get Billy down, just an insight into the stabiliser breed. I mean, he's probably, more about it than any of them,
you know as much, you guys know a heap about it now.
Well, I don't know about that now. We're hoping maybe that we will at some stage have the amount of knowledge that you have. But it's great to have Billy down. He brought the bull down, so the bull is, as I said, the bull is in the field, and he'll be taking the trip back home shortly. So safe trip back to Ballymena anyway, and we'll keep you an update again at some stage. Billy will be down and we'll go through it again. All right?
Thank you very much.
You.
So from myself, the wee calves, the cows, and Derry and his team, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Good luck.